Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brand New Rants with Dez, aka Dez Rant. Last call. It's 11 o'clock Central Time at night. It's always the last call. Once in a while on Rants with Dez. I was told about this over the weekend because it actually happened on Saturday, and I didn't even hear about it. And then I actually asked a question last night when I went live, and they're like, "Oh, it happened to Ukraine, dumbass." I'm like, I'm only asking questions because here in the States, a lot of times we don't get this information. So during this time, I'm going to be doing the audio. I'm going to give it a few more moments. I'm going to do the audio, so I'll be taking my face off so you don't want to look at Dez's face because I want to take it all in. I've listened to it twice. I have my notes right here. And yes, we will be talking about Zariska at the end. We have a few things on these notes that we'll be talking about. The fact is, at the end of the day, this whole thing's horrific. And I will be saying something at the end that you in the UK might actually agree with at the end. But for right now, I'm going to take my face off here and we will get started with the whole. This one's like 2 to 3 minutes long. So bear with me. But then hopefully people are actually coming on. So I'm going to do the audio. And I will talk to you at the end of the audio.
Footage shows the moment the UK mass train stabbing suspect stormed into a barbershop armed with a huge knife, just one day before he allegedly carried out his bloody rampage on a London-bound train. The maniac, identified as 32-year-old Anthony Williams, can be seen whipping out the huge blade and barging into the shop as employees and customers scrambled out of the way just before 7:30 p.m. on Friday. According to The Sun, Williams' erratic behavior in the barber shop occurred only minutes after he allegedly knifed a 14-year-old boy in a separate attack, which marked the first of 3 knifings allegedly tied to the suspect. Next, police believe the 32-year-old attacked the person with a knife at Pontoon Dock Light Rail Station in London around 1 a.m. that night. The victim reportedly sustained facial injuries from the assault. Those 2 knife assaults unfolded less than 24 hours before Williams then allegedly stormed a London-bound train at around 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, 11 people. Passengers described the Saturday night minutes-long stabbing spree on the train as pandemonium, as bloody travelers raced down the train car to warn other passengers of the attack.
I was in Coach H. I was listening to Audible on my phone, and then I had guys suddenly run past, going, "Run, run!" There's a guy stabbing literally everyone, everything. At first, there's a few of us kind of looking at each other, like thinking it was a joke, like it's Halloween, I'll be pranking. But then you can faces they were being serious.
And it was clear that something was going on. We didn't quite know what. And then a minute or so later, a man comes running down with a very clear wound, bleeding quite badly on his arm.
So I kind of got my stuff, I was running, and everyone was really pushing behind us, really panicking. And then I put my hand on this chair, like just trying to push myself forward. And then I look at my hand and it's covered in blood. And then I look at the chair and there's blood all over the chair. And then I look ahead and there's blood all over the chairs. And I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty serious.
After the train made an emergency stop in the town of Huntington, police say they were able to detain Williams, a British citizen, within 8 minutes of receiving the first emergency call. Dramatic video captured the moment Williams, dressed in all black, was tasered and tackled to the ground by 5 officers. More shocking video from the scene appears to show passengers on the platform just minutes after the attack. At least one man can be seen holding a blood-soaked bandage to his head. 10 people were rushed to the hospital because of the attack, while an 11th person self-presented to the emergency room. One victim described...
Well, I think we've heard enough. I think we can figure this shit out right now. Screw it. Let's put it right here. My desk is pretty messy. It is what it is. I have a whole bunch of props here. My chickens and my rooster. And I guess you can see birds are my actual thing. And my actual transformer, that's an evil one. But I can actually, I can trans to, not like freaking actual transgender people. Once we get to 200 subscribers, that's when the trans thing comes actually into effect. Meaning, I have a live one about that one, about all the mass shootings about trans people. But getting back to this whole UK train stabbing, and I'm sorry that I didn't know about this earlier. The fact is, I went live. I think it was on Saturday, and they were telling me about it, and I thought it actually happened earlier, but it turns out it actually happened that day or the day before. Because you guys are ahead of us in the UK. I know that already. So, and to be honest, I don't usually. By the way, everybody that's coming on here, hopefully, hopefully everybody's having a good time here. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like, notification bell, and subscribe. I'm not part of the LGBTQA plus. I don't disdain them. I just think they have mental illness. I really do, honestly think so. Like I said, once we get to 200 subscriber mark, then people are gonna probably really hate me. The fact is, at the end of the day, I enjoy just coming on here. When I found out about this whole thing, I wanted to actually find out more about this Anthony Williams. And all it pretty much said that possibly mental disorder or mental illness. Because I wanted to see if it was like the same kind of concept as that Brown. We're going to get to that Brown, aka the one that actually happened in the States that actually ended her life at the end. To see if there was arrest prior to the whole stabby. I know the day before he was in a barber shop holding out the knife. Then he left, and he was actually, let me look, there was attempts, and the way it sounded, he possibly killed somebody as well. Like, I only started doing the research right after I got home. I was at some other event I had to go to first, family events, which is always fun, good times. And so I only had like 15 minutes to put all this shit together. And this is important stuff because it's worldwide. I don't want to just cover America current events. If something big like this happens, please. I will be doing shorts about this in the near future for you throughout the countries, throughout the world, to actually give me other news out there that's going on. Because you know what? I want to cover your guys' news too. Especially something as massive as this. Freaking, what was it? 11 people he stabbed in one sitting, aka one train ride. How's it going? The fact is, at the end of the day, we need to make sure we cover all this shit. This guy needs to be in a freaking one of those suits where his arms are like this and he's in a padded room. He does not need to be in a fucking wild while he takes out his knife and starts plucking people. Yeah, I don't like you. Don't like the shape. Your face. Sorry, not sorry. People like that deserve the worst kind of concept they deserve, because you know what? He's trying to kill you. You're trying to run away, but you know what? He's faster and he's got longer arms. These pieces of shit. And you in the UK, you don't have much for protection like we do in the States. There's a lot more guns, let's be honest, in the States. And on the right side, actually. The fact is, good times. Oh, man. So I'm going to read this out loud so people in the future know what I actually am reading, because I got to start doing this more often. Like, I try not to read the comments unless it's actually a bigger one like this one. So I'm going to read this one out loud. Patriots, America needs your help in 2028. Make the right choice and vote Hunter Biden and Hog 28. Make America hard again. That shit is funny. Oh, man, that is too good. That is too good. Plus, there will be fentanyl everywhere for people to enjoy. Fentanyl everywhere. Let's get back to the topic at hand. That was a good one. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that one. Getting back to the thing at hand. This son of a gun, in a very short period of time, was part of how many different things that he was part of. Day before, a barber shop where he pulls out his knife. I guess he wanted to give himself a haircut. Just needed a mirror. That's my guess. The only reason why you bring a knife to a freaking barber shop. The fact is, at the end of the day, this guy's an idiot. He was, like I said, he was possibly a murderer of somebody. The fact is, at the end of the day, it's like, what the hell is going on here? These people are getting so freaking bold. And plus, in the UK, it's not like the States where I'm not even sure. I should actually look up the number of what are the odds of a patriot, actually having a handgun. Because nowadays it's gotten bigger and bigger, which is huge. Quite frankly, big numbers for everybody. I would never say it. People tell me big numbers, and they're going to only get bigger with the crime rate going up. Big crime rate. Crime rate. Yeah, crime, rape too. Crime, rape, because that's what it is. It's a rape, and it's a crime. The fact is, end of the day, you guys should actually do the same thing. But then the thing about it is, you guys don't have the opportunity like we do in the States. They take away your guns, and they're trying to do the same thing for us. So, okay, this live stream is LGBTQ friendly. No, it's not. This live is YouTube streamer is verified and certified member of the LGBT. No, no. Oh, for you yourself, please. Hopefully you subscribe to this channel because after I'm done with the facts, you might not be so much. And the fact is, you can be friends with them. I don't give a shit. It's the mental disorder that is actually going on. And I bring them up every time because, you know what? I have to, for my own sake of sanity, actually, up here. 42% tried to actually So I heard about the stream in Australia, gay TV. That's pretty good. Like I gotta read actually the stuff right now. Otherwise, I'm just looking like a retard. What is Des looking at? I'm gonna continue on. You guys keep messing each other. Otherwise, this is gonna last till like freaking 1 o'clock in the morning. And Des needs to get some sleep. I mean, can't stay this good looking, just by freaking, drinking water. I did have a beer earlier, though. That was a fantastic beer. I'll be having another beer after this, too, actually. Celebratory of this whole thing of being done here. Oh, man. Okay, let's continue on with this, because I want to talk about what's happening here in America as well, because they all kind of intertwine. One was way more deadly, even though there was one murder by that possible son of a nutcracker. When it comes down to this whole thing, when it comes to a person in a train, I have a question for you guys out there, and I want you to honestly answer. Please honestly answer. And for those new people that have come on this channel right now, please, if you enjoy this content, hit the like, notification bell, and subscribe. Sharing is caring. Once I get to the 200 mark, then I can do the tranny thing, and I'll be done with it. I just gotta wait till we get to 200 subscribers. It's one of those things where, quite frankly, we gotta get there. And I want to actually have a bigger following for that one because I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, like this tranny person that as an ally of trannies. I don't think anybody's an ally; they just accept it as your friend is transitioning. If you're one of them, well, of course you're one of. It is what it is. That's also a mental disorder, like we're gonna be talking about. How's it going, everybody? Let's continue on with this topic at hand because, like I said, otherwise it would take till midnight plus for me to finish. The problem is we're having is, I think there's three things that's going on in this world. Not just the United States, not just the UK, not just pick your country. Number one, the big one. G-O-D. The big guy upstairs is actually not there anymore like he used to be. Actually, he's gone some momentum here in the States and actually worldwide because of Charlie's passing. People were seeing, holy crap. And the devil is pissed because he didn't realize what was going to actually happen. He did not realize that army is actually being born. And you can laugh at that all you want. I saw the laugh emoji. You're part of the problem then if you're laughing at that. The army is coming. The army's already here. The glorious army is yet to come, aka the sky opening. I was going. The fact is, at the end of the day, they didn't realize they were going to actually wake up a sleeping giant, and that's what we are. Hell, Turning Point. I'm not part of them, but I support them now. And I think it would be glorious if more of you would actually get this kind of merch. I am not making any money off this. I got the Turning Point. Oh, my chick just actually hit the floor. Literally, my chick. I got the Turning Point. Turns out their extra large is not that big. I put it on. I look fluffier than I do normally. Turning Point. So this is just right here. It's like one of those things. Quite frankly, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Mental disorder is real in this world right now, and I've never seen it. Well, none of us have seen it, but like it's actually been. Hence the stabbings. Hence the shootings. We'll get back to the shootings and the stabbings in a beat. My question for you guys, is it because the food we're eating? Is it because of the teachers teaching? Is it because of the shows we're watching? Whether it's on TV, YouTube, or whatever platform you're watching your stuff on. The fact is, what actually is the reason why we've gotten so mental? I know it started actually, it's been going on for years. Like the first mass shooting, it was not about trans stuff though. It was just thugs back in, here in America, back in 98 or 99, what was that school? Got my iPad right here. I know we're talking about UK stabbings, but it all comes together in the end. It all comes together. The bad sheep. Yeah, you're kind of right on that one. You're kind of right. It's all about who you listen to and who you actually I agree with you. We're all semi-bad sheep. The fact is, bad sheep still can become good animals once they're trained. Columbine is what I was thinking. Because remember back in the day when it came to Columbine, it was the beginning of a cycle of many mass school shootings, which till this today, right now, it's still going on. Columbine was the beginning of the recent school shootings. That was also a mental disorder. These kids are not learning the way they're supposed to be learning, aka about God. Probably fatherless. I don't have all the information from you right now. I'm just going on whenever I do live, I go on here, up here, it goes out this. So yes, I go all over the place. I should do a better job of just sticking to this, but the fact is my mind goes here. It's like a spider web. Nope, but this goes over here. This goes down here. But this one goes up here, goes up. They all intertwine together. Let's be honest. So let's go to the mental disorder, or whatever you want to call it. That's what these kids actually have. And the problem is, it doesn't matter if it was that Anthony Williams that actually did the stabbing in UK, the train stabbing. I know that's what we're talking about. Or the Sariska one, because we're gonna put these two together now. This fucker, I wish I would have known more about what actually happened in his past to actually be able to tell you more. I want to do a little more digging on that motherfucker. Because I guarantee you it's just like what happened in the States, where that freaking Brown that kills Hariska was released 14 different times. How's it going? Hopefully you guys enjoy this content. If the like, notification bell, subscribe. I'm trying to finish this live here. I'm willing to bet it was the same concept where he was released, if he was arrested at all. I mean, within a very short period of time, the stabbing on the train. The day before was the actual barber shop where he took his knife out. I'm not sure where he actually possibly murdered somebody. I'm not sure when that was. I didn't see the date on that one. The fact that there's so much stuff on this guy right now, and they know that he did it. 11 people were stabbed. 10 were brought there. The 11th one got there by himself. Oh, by the way, I saw the comment last night. Oh, Des knows stuff because he's got a pen in his hand. Love being a smart ass because I never know I got to write stuff down. So, yes, I'm like Hannity. Amen to that. Amen to that. The fact is, at the end of the day, whether it's this Williams, whether it's the Brown, I'm not sure if you guys are for the death penalty. I am for these certain circumstances for one reason. Why should the taxpayers be paying for keeping them alive? Why should we be the ones doing this so they, best way to say this, so I know there's always the second chance, meaning where they can save their soul. But then again, a lot of you on the left don't believe in the soul anyway. You don't believe in heaven. So if you don't believe in heaven, you don't believe in hell. So at that point, it is what it is. I'm all against abortion. I'm not sure if you're talking to me, if you're talking to somebody actually on this chat. I just said a hypocrite. I saw a hypocrite, and what about abortion? I'm 100% against abortion. But I appreciate it. If you're calling me out, it's like, I'm not for abortion whatsoever. That's murder. But if you take somebody's life, then, especially when it comes to actually a murder like that, how are we supposed to actually all right, if I'm a hypocrite, how would you deal with it? Please comment below. How would you deal with it? Because I want to know your actual thoughts. I will read it out loud for future people watching this video. Please comment below. I know you won't now at this point because now I'm going to read it. I'm going to keep talking until you actually write your comments of how I'm a hypocrite. I'm for the death penalty when you know 110%. Why keep this person alive so taxpayers can keep him alive? How's it going? At the end of the day, it's called common sense. Really? Okay, well then you're no longer relevant in this conversation in the messages. If you can actually answer that, you're no longer relevant in the messages, brother. Or sisters, these are, I don't know. I think it's funny. See, I'm willing to give everybody a chance in the comments, but once you say silly boy or silly boy, whatever you were saying, I'm not sure if that's whatever. I'm willing to give everybody a chance. But when you can't actually do it, it's like, yeah, you're irrelevant at that point. But when you know for a shadow of a doubt, like the person that actually killed Zariska, and this Williams that actually stabbed somebody and actually killed another person and stabbed 11 other people. The fact that you're willing to let him live in prison is insane to me. And the fact is, I don't like the death penalty more than anybody else. But why would we want them to actually still have a chance to possibly escape and do it all over again? That has always been my whole thing about this whole thing. Why do we want them to give that one more chance to possibly get out there and take some more lives? You can't keep them in padded room forever. You can't always keep them in prison forever. Yeah, you can. No. Sometimes those MFers do actually escape. That's how I feel about it. And the fact is, we don't need to give them lethal injection because, that's a waste of money. Like the one that, I said it many times, I'm going to say it on here. This is my first time saying it on here. The one that, like in North Carolina, the one that stabs Riska in the throat. Use the same knife on his throat. Let him go the same way she did. Let every one of these killers die the same way they took out the people that they took out. You do that often enough, and I'm not just talking about America. I'm talking about America, UK, Canada, Mexico, Russia, China. Quite frankly, I hate China. The people there are probably not bad, but the government sucks. Japan. Every country in this great world of ours, you do this whole concept. Lethal injection sucks because you know what? They don't actually. My whole theory is you reap what you sow, an eye for an eye. And yes, that's petty. But the way you stop a lot of this fucking terrible deaths is by making the people realize, oh, if I do this, I'm going to go the same way. I'm going to back down now. There'll be plenty of people that will say, yeah, screw that shit. I'm not going to do that anymore. There will be plenty of people. There's people that will do it when they know there's no consequence. They'll go to prison. And if it's like the States, it's a round door. You just go in and go back out. And hopefully the people that are laughing at me are from the UK, not from the States. Because you know what? You guys have it way worse than we do in the States. I'm covering this whole thing because when I heard about this whole stabbing on the train thing, that's pretty fucked up. 11 people stabbed. It must have been a big sword. If it was just a regular knife, I don't get how somebody didn't freaking stop them all. 3 people. 3 people. I think it's crazy. I think it's really crazy. 3 people's out and taken to stop that son of a bitch from doing what he did. I only say 3 because the third person's just a better chance of taking that motherfucker down. I think I'm done on this one for tonight. Actually went a lot longer than I planned. Almost a half hour. Quite frankly, almost a half hour. Almost a half hour. Oh boy, I had a good one on. I had fun with you guys tonight. So once again, I do love you guys and I do appreciate you guys. Canada. Oh, man, until next time. Happy holidays and peace out.